auxiliary variables. So sa solutions natin kanina, mapapansin natin na yung area natin ay expressed into two variables x, y. Sorry for x, y yan. And then, para matanggal yung isang variable, hahanap tayo ng relationship between x and y para makancel yung isang variable, para isang variable na lang yung maiwan. So we have x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. So we have, para isulat natin yung a in terms of x, hindi a in terms of x tsaka y. So mahirap yung yung solution na yun, parang pinakita ko kanina, nahirapan tayo hanapin. So sa mga solutions na ito, we will be differentiating functions that are expressed in two or more variables. So punta tayo sa ating example number 3. We have the same figure, same problem, pero yung hinahanap ay find the shape of the largest rectangle that can be inscribed in a circle. So ano ba yung shape ng largest rectangle na pwede natin inscribe sa circle? So hinahanap pa rin natin largest rectangle. So we have yung equation natin for the area of the rectangle. So area is equal to 2y times 2x equals 4xy. So to differentiate a function with multiple variables, so first step, dapat i-determine natin yung mga dependent variable and independent variables. And yung general rule natin, di ba, yung agreement natin sa ating lecture, na yung x variable ay laging independent variable and yung y ay dependent variable, tama ba? So, x is independent variable, y is dependent variable. So, dahil nga yung a nakadepend siya sa x tsaka y, yung a natin yung area natin ay dependent variable din siya. So, ang gagawin natin, i-differentiate natin siya implicitly. So, implicit differentiation, so yung a ay dependent variable, kunin natin yung derivative. Hinahanap kasi ay largest, kaya kukunin natin yung derivative. So, yung derivative ng a ay 1, tapos lilitaw yung a prime, kasi nga dependent variable siya, di ba? So, we have a prime is equal to, by the formula, u dv plus v du, di ba? So, we have 4x u, tapos dv, derivative ng vi 1, tapos lilitaw yung y prime. Okay? Tapos plus v du. Yung v natin ay y, tapos derivative ng u ay 4x, so may iwan ay 4. So, y times 4. And then, simplify lang natin. Therefore, we have a prime is equal to 4 times xy prime plus y. And then, dahil kinuha natin yung maximum, equate natin yung derivative to 0. So, we have 0 is equal to 4 xy prime plus y. And then, divide both sides by 4. Magka-cancel yung 4 dito. So, we have 0 is equal to xy prime plus y prime. Plus y. Sorry. And then, simplify ulit natin. We have negative y is equal to xy prime. Therefore, meron tayong equation for y prime na negative y over x. Okay? So, next step, kunin naman natin yung equation ng circle. So, meron tayong equation ng circle na x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared, where a is a constant, di ba? So, differentiate ulit natin. Kunin lang natin yung derivative. So, 2x plus 2y. Tapos, dahil dependent yung y, lalabas yung y prime is equal to derivative of a constant is 0. So, 0 na siya. And then, divide both sides by 2. Divide both sides by 2. So, may iwan na lang dito, x plus y prime is equal to 0. And then, y prime is equal to negative x. So, y prime is equal to negative x over y. So, we have two equations for y prime. Therefore, equate lang natin siya sa isa't isa. Remember, itong first equation natin for y prime, nakuha natin sa area ng rectangle. Itong second equation natin for y prime ay nakuha natin sa sa equation ng circle. So, equate lang natin siya. Combining. We have y prime is equal to negative x over y. So, alam natin na yung isang value ng y prime ay negative y over x. So, isulat lang natin siya. Substitute negative y over x is equal to negative x over y. So, simplify natin. We have negative y squared is equal to negative x squared. Tapos, multiply both sides by -1, makakancel yung negative sign. So, we have y squared is equal to x squared. So, y is equal to x. So, yung largest na rectangle na pwedeng i-inscribe sa ating circle ay dapat yung x and y values ay equal. So, ibig sabihin, itong x dito, tsaka yung y dito, dapat equal sila. So, ibig sabihin, ito ay square. Tama ba? So, yan ay square. So, therefore, yung shape ng largest rectangle na pwedeng inscribe natin sa isang circle ay square. So, the largest rectangle is a square. Okay, before we proceed sa example number 4, balikan natin yung example number 2 natin kanina, di ba? Yung same problem siya pero yung hinahanap yung maximum area, A max. And yung na-solve natin na maximum equation for maximum area ay 2A squared. Naalala nyo kanina yung sa example number 2. So, try natin palabasin ito. Okay, palabasin natin yung area maximum ay 2A squared. So, first, kunin natin yung first equation natin. The area is equal to 4xy. And then, area is equal to, if y is equal to x, magiging x to, may magiging 4x squared. Tama ba? Malapit na, magkamukha na, a squared na yan, no? So, we have 4x squared. So, hanap tayo ng value ng x in terms of a. And meron tayo equation ng circle na x squared plus y squared is equal to a squared. Then, babalikan natin yung y is equal to x. So, para makuha natin yung largest rectangle, dapat yung y natin equals sa x. So, from this equation, substitute natin yung y into x kasi equal lang sila. So, we have x squared plus x squared is equal to a squared. Where x squared plus x squared is just 2x squared equals a squared. And then simplify, we have x squared is equal to a squared over 2. So, may x squared tayo. May x squared dito sa taas, oh. So, i-substitute lang natin siya. Therefore, we have yung area is equal to 4x squared equals 4 times yung x squared magiging a squared over 2. Okay, sana hindi tayo nalilito. Tapos 4 divided by 2 ay 2 lang siya. Therefore, yung maximum area ay is equal sa 2a squared. So, ganun lang isolve ang problem na ito using auxiliary variables. So, para ma-solve natin ito, determine natin yung mga dependent variable and independent variables and then recall natin yung topic natin sa implicit differentiation and then you will be good. So, punta tayo sa example number 4. We have a man in a rowboat 6 miles from shore desires to reach a point on the shore at a distance 10 miles from his present position. If he can walk 4 miles per hour and row 2 miles per hour, in what direction should he row in order to reach his destination in the shortest possible time? So, meron tayong keyword dito, which is shortest possible time. So, ibig sabihin, para ma-solve natin itong problem na ito, gagamit tayo ng minima. And we will use a formula for time. So, dapat makahanap tayo ng formula that pertains to time. And maalala natin sa ating physics that yung formula for velocity is equal to distance over time. Tapos, i-arrange lang natin para makakuha tayo ng formula for time, which is yung distance over velocity. So, nakita na din natin sa problem that meron tayong velocity sa paglalakad, yung walking velocity which is 4 miles per hour and meron tayong boating velocity which is 2 miles per hour. So, makikita natin na mas mabilis siyang maglakad kaysa sa magbangka. So, illustrate lang natin yung problem natin. So, meron tayong shoreline, Tapos, meron tayong, for example, ito yung shoreline natin. Tapos, meron tayong man in a rowboat that is 6 miles from the shore. So, meron tayong mambabangka. Sakay siya sa bangka. And then, yung distance niya from the shore ay 6 miles. That is yung perpendicular distance. So, this is yung distance na ito. This is 6 miles. Tapos, he desires to reach a point on the shore. So, example, ito, for instance, ito yung point on the shore. Tapos, yung distance niya from that point ay 10 miles. So, For example, ayan yung ano. So, that this is 10 miles. Gusto niya pumunta sa point na ito. For example, meron siyang jowa dyan. Ayan. Tapos, iiwan siya. So, dapat mas maaga siya makarating. Anyways. So, meron na tayong ano. So, we have a triangle. Ano, nabuo natin siya. So, balik tayo sa problem. Naka-indicate dyan. If he can walk 4 miles per hour and row 2 miles per hour, di ba? So, mas mabilis siyang maglakad kesa sa magbangka. So, he should consider rowing at a certain direction kasi nga mas mabilis siyang maglakad para mas malaki yung distance na lalakarin niya para makarating siya sa kanyang destination ng mas mabilis na time. So, magbabangka siya dyan in a certain direction. So, yung direction na yun is designated by theta. At ito yung hinahanap lang sa problem natin. So, magbabangka siya hanggang this point and then maglalakad siya papunta sa kanyang destination. So, dapat yung time na magugugol niya sa kanyang voyage ay yung pinakamaliit. So, kunin natin yung minima. So, from our figure, meron tayong 6, meron tayong 10. Makukuha natin itong side na ito. Yung distance na ito. Let's designate this as yung distance D natin. So, the distance D is equal to, by Pythagorean theorem, makukuha natin siya. So, we have 10 miles squared is equal to 6 squared plus D squared. And then, solve natin for D, we have 10 squared minus 6 squared is equal to D squared. And makikita natin 100 minus 36, it is 64. So, the square root of 64 ay 8. So, this distance D is equal to 8. Now, we have this distance, ano? Meron tayong distance na ito. So, given ba ito sa ating problem? Diba hindi? So, dahil hindi natin yan alam, let's designate that as x muna. And then, yung natitira by math, we can see that this distance ay 8 minus x. Okay? So, yan. So, we have now a general figure. Meron pa ba tayong hindi na-assign? Itong distance na ito. Yung distance from the boat to the shore na travel niya. So, hindi natin alam yung distance na yan. So, let's designate that as y muna. Okay? So, yan. So, we will have our formula for time, distance over velocity. So, meron tayong distance na babangkain, meron tayong distance na lalakarin. So, we should have two terms sa ating equation sa time. So, we have now total time is equal to yung time sa paglalakad plus yung time sa pagbabangka or T sub B. So, we now have this figure. Sinimplify ko lang para mas magandang tingnan. And so, we have 8, we have x, 8 minus x, tapos itong distance na ito ay designated as y. Now, maalala natin na para makuha yung total time, we will have yung time sa paglalakad, time to walk, and time to boat. Okay? And time is equal to velocity. So, makuha na yung total time. So, time is velocity over distance. Ano? So, velocity sa paglalakad distance na lalakarin, tapos over velocity ng paglalakad plus yung distance ng pagbabangka over yung velocity ng pagbabangka. And makikita natin yan na yung distance na lalakarin natin ay ito yung shoreline, di ba? So, it is 8 minus x. So, 8 minus x over yung velocity niya sa paglalakad, nakalagay dito sa problem natin. He can walk 4 miles per hour. So, it is 4. And then, plus, yung distance na babangkain niya ay yung y all over yung velocity niya pag magbabangka siya, which is 2 miles per hour. So now we have a equation sa ating time, sa ating total time, and kukunin na lang natin yung derivative niya and then equate natin sa 0 para makuha natin yung critical point niya. But bago natin makuha yung critical point, makikita natin na yung formula natin for time is expressed in two variables, x and y. So, dapat maghanap muna tayo ng relationship between x and y. And yung relationship between x and y, makikita natin pag titingin tayo sa triangle na ito. So, this triangle have the three edges 6, x, and y, with y being its hypotenuse. So, by Pythagorean theorem, makikita natin na y squared equals x squared plus 6 squared. Simplify natin, y is equal to square root of x squared plus 36. Okay? And then, lagay na natin siya sa ating first equation. So, yung equation natin for time now, magiging total time is equal to 8 minus x over 4 plus yung y is square root of x squared plus 36 all over 2. So to solve for critical points, kunin muna natin yung derivative niya ng time. So we got the derivative of time is equal to low de high minus high de low over low low. So yung low na 2, derivative of high, hindi ko na i-explain na, so dapat naintindihan nyo na to. 2x over low low which is 4, tapos magkakaroon dito na plus 36. Okay, so there's the derivative yung first function ay first term natin, and then plus low de high minus high de low over low low ulit, low which is 4, derivative ng high which is negative 1 over low low which is 16. Simplify, we have t prime now is equal to, cancel yung 2, magka-cancel yung 2, may iwan yung 2 sa baba, tapos may iwan yung x sa taas, so we have x over 2 square root of x squared plus 36. Then plus, simplify natin, 4 times negative 1 may negative 4, so dapat pala ay negative ito. So negative 4 over 16 ay 1/4. So 1/4. Okay, we have now yung derivative natin. So para makuha natin yung critical points, equate natin yung derivative sa 0. So we have 0 is equal to x over 2 square root of x squared plus 36 minus 1/4. Yung 1/4 lilipat sa kabila, we now have 1/4 is equal to x over 2 square root of x squared plus 36. Yan. So beautiful. And then continue natin dito sa kabila, no? Continue ko lang sa kabila. So we have now 2 square root of x squared plus 36 equals 4x. Mayroon tayong pwede cancel, magka-cancel yung 2. So we have square root of x squared plus 36 is equal to 2x. Then, square both sides para matanggal natin yung square root sign. We have x squared plus 36 is equal to 2 squared ay 4x squared. Yan. And then, simplify natin, we get 36 is equal to 3x squared. So 36 divided by 3, it is 12. Tapos ko yan is square root. So we get x squared, x is equal to, pwede natin ilagay yung yung irrational equivalent niya, but para hindi tayo mamali ng mga decimal places sa ating final answer, kunin muna natin ito as square root of 12. Okay? So we have now our x value. So balik tayo sa ating figure. So titingnan natin sa ating figure, 'di ba ang hinahanap natin ay yung theta. So meron tayong 6, nakuha na natin, may x value na tayo na naka-minimum. So pag na-solve natin yung theta, nagamit yung minimum value, ibig sabihin yung makuha nating theta ay minimum. So we have now yung x value is equal to square root of 12. Then balik tayo dito sa ating figure. Meron tayong x, meron tayong 6. Hahanapin natin yung theta. X, 6, and theta is related by the function tangent. So, kunin lang natin yung tangent theta. Tangent theta is equal to opposite over adjacent, di ba? So, x over adjacent side na 6. So, theta now is equal to inverse tan. So, x over 6. So, substitute lang natin sa calculator natin yung x. So, square root of 12 over 6. Okay. So, we get now, theta is equal to 30 degrees. So, ito na yung sagot natin. So, that he should draw 30 degrees towards his destination point para ma-reach niya yung destination niya ng shortest possible time. So, that's the use of maxima and minima and solving auxiliary variables.